Good day everyone, my name is Nick. Now this was supposed to be a review of cannon fodder on the Commodore Amiga, but for love nor money I can't get that one to work whatsoever. So we're going to go for a shooter called T-Racer, published by Virtual Dreams in 1994. So let's select it on normal. We'll put lives on free, I think. I don't know what bonus reverse means. Nice speech there. So it's a horizontal scroller shooter. It's supposed to have quite good graphics, so let's have a look, see how it plays, because gameplay is the most important thing. T-Racer, a strange name for a shooter, I must say. Right, oh, this looks quite nice. Oh, look at that. Look at the score, that looks nice. Look at the 3D depth on that thing. Bit of parallax scrolling there. Good. Yeah, this looks good, first of all. This is on a normal A500. There's a power up. Right, okay. This looks pretty mental. Let's go around. Now, I do know a cheat for immunity if I don't do very well. Now, these games quite often are difficult, but this looks glorious and it sounds wonderful. Man, okay. Having to concentrate here. 1994. This could sneak into my top 10 horizontal shooters of all time here. Maybe. Okay. Now, the enemy's not blowing up straight away. They're taking a few shots. That could be a bit of a problem. But check out the scene if you can. The sky and the ground. Look at the depth there, the 3D effect. That's great. Yeah, the ship looks very Project X-ish. Very Project X-ish. Now, we do have an energy bar there in the middle. So you don't just get blown up straight away if something collides into you. You gradually lose energy. Our bar's on about half. You might be able to hear the wind in the background there as well. I'm a fan of that. So looking good so far. Stage 1. Oh dear, right. Energy's holding out quite well. So the difficulty level seems like it's pitched quite well here. This game sure looks pretty. How long is the stage going to last though, and what the end of level boss is going to be? That thing does... No, it takes a while to blow up that thing.
More energy.
More energy, thank you very much. That is very Project X-ish. Okay. They're not trying to rip off Project X, are they? T-Racer. I expected a racing game with a name like that, but there we go. It's important to get more energy. We're on some alien planet, it seems. Some sort of river or volcanoes happen. Can't wait to see what the next stage looks like, if indeed I get there. There is a cheat where you hit you hit F9 5 times, and then there's various buttons, but F5's invincibility, I think. So we'll see how Live 2 goes. I'll get killed off quite quickly here, because this looks like an end of level sort of thing. Then I'll hit that and give it what for. Yeah, that's my one criticism of this game so far, is stuff takes quite a long time to actually get destroyed, longer than what you'd normally expect. But the animation on it, yeah, we'll do a cheat here. The animation on that is so wonderful. Playability not so good, I think, without a cheat on. Graphically and the sound work, brilliant. Bit frustrating, because this game could have been absolutely awesome with that on. But you can't have everything. Right, that's that blown up. By colliding into it, we took a shortcut there. Energy bar not going down, so it's worked. Let's get through here. I find these horizontal shooters very, very difficult, but they're all sort of like that, so I can't mark it down for that. Very accomplished, this game, graphically. Might have mentioned that before. Did you have this game back in the day? I think it's quite an unknown one. If you did, let me know. I'm not quite sure what other systems it come out on, actually. But a very arcade feel to the thing. Looks like it's built to swallow your money up. Yeah, like these swarms, they should die with just one blast. The screen quickly fills up with alien ships. Yeah, stuff takes too long to get destroyed. But I'm enjoying this from a spectacle point of view. Right, is this the end? There's going to be some end of level bosses there. Whoops! Oh my goodness! How are you supposed to avoid that stuff? Missiles everywhere. Actually, I do quite like this. I can tell it's ridiculously difficult, but I do like it. I'm just enjoying the view. Does the background repeat itself? Keep an eye on it. Is it just the same thing going by each time? Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, the ground's repeating. Oops, there we go. There's a big flyy thing. That doesn't seem to blend in with the rest of the scenery, but anyway. Shadowing on that thing's not great. But look, it's like a Psygnosis game in the background. You'd expect to see that in the back of Shadow of the Beast or something, or Shadow of the Beast 2. Kaboom! Take that, you. Okay, we've got Superfire here. Let's just pretend we're playing it properly. Let's circle this thing. We know we're going to win. Yeah, if you're going to play this game, play it with a cheat on it. That's what I would say. So F9 5 times and F5 for invincibility. But in terms of longevity, I think as soon as you've seen all the levels, what they have to offer, I don't think you'll be coming back a great deal of times. Right, shots fired 4,119, enemies killed 157. What's that as a percentage? I don't think it's high. I missed 3 power-ups, I've got 1 life left. That's because stuff takes so long to be destroyed, that's why. Playability isn't great on this. Quality over whatever it is. I might have to edit these sort of things down, it takes long to load. Right, stage, yes. Looks like the stages are broken up into sort of like stages. Well, good commentary, Nick, that's great. So what I'm trying to say is the background seems to be similar to this one, but the foreground, the ground, it's sort of like we're on Mars or somewhere, that seems to be different. I think the next stage we might go somewhere else. Yeah, let's get... dear. Playing this without the cheat, I was going to get more frustrated as you go along. Look at this. Imagine playing it without a poke on or a cheat. That's not a poke, that's Spectrum, but imagine playing it without a cheat on it. Frustrating city. I don't think many people would have got off the first stage on this and might have given up. If you're looking for a game which has got playability as well, you can't go far wrong with Silkworm, which graphically isn't as good as this, but the playability is a lot higher, and Apidja. Disposable Heroes, another notable mention, and Project X. Which I think this game's trying to rip off, really. Anyway. And the wind's still blowing on this alien adventure. I'm getting hypnotised by the scenery, to be honest with you. Kaboom, kasplat. Now, let's see what the end of level bosses are going to be like. I'll say a good thing about this game as well, the levels aren't very, very long, which is just aware of all this stuff. It's just, look at the amount of firepower that's going into these things before they explode. So the whole screen fills up with stuff, and it makes very hard. It might be easier playing just to avoid, just to not shoot and just avoid stuff, because if shooting's pointless, then, yeah. Energy levels on 0, but that doesn't mean anything at this stage. And they're not blowing up very quickly anyway. It's like they're just watching me and then they're going to attack, doing kamikaze runs. It could be Mars, it could be some other distant planet we're unaware of. I don't think there's much wind on Mars, is there? The atmosphere is very, very thin. It's prone to dust storms, I believe, sweeping about the third of the planet. Certainly isn't Dune, that's more desert, and it's not Tatooine either. The mountains are very, well, upright and triangular and narrow. What is that thing? It's sort of like a... I don't know. It's a robot world. As 2D horizontal shooters go, this isn't a bad one. Or what's this thing? It's an orb. Oh dear, hasn't got much mass to shoot at, not much area. Come on. Good, that's that blown up. Is that the end of the stage? No. Maybe that's halfway. It just misses greatness by about 20% really. Man. Am I being a bit cruel on it? Let me know. Is this your favourite shooter of all time? Let me know as well. This comes via recommendation. I hadn't heard of it back in the day. 1994 this. Right, bouncing balls again. From somewhere or other. There's a nice bit of variety with the aliens. Hopefully the scenery changes on the next one. I think it might very well do, from what I've read. Not a great deal of information about this game online. Might have been a bit late to the party. 1994. I think my main knowledge of games is sort of like the early 90s. 94 is getting a little bit further away. Bam, ba bam. Right, are these like bees? They seem to be based on insects of some description. They seem like a live robot. Yeah, this bit would be impossible as well. Missiles firing at you, homing missiles by the looks of things, and the whole screen filled up with stuff that just doesn't die. Yeah, pointless. Too difficult to a ludicrous degree. The weapon you've got feels a bit weedy. If that had been a bit stronger, maybe you need to collect more power-ups from somewhere. Perhaps that's what's happening. Maybe I'm being cruel in the game because my gun's too weedy, and I should have picked up some power-ups from somewhere else. If that is the case, let me know, because sometimes, or quite often, I learn more about the games from your comments as well. It's quite obvious if someone's just Googled the answers, because I do a bit of Googling myself before I play the game. Right, okay. Right. This is the same as the Beast from before. There's no storyline, I don't think, to this game, but storylines aren't really that important. It's just how well the game plays, how good does it look. Not sure how much it cost back in the day, I presume about £25. If that is the case, maybe a bit higher. Clouds look very horizontal there, up there. Parallax scrolling. Good. Is that it? That's it. Now hopefully the scenery changes, so 4,479 shots, enemies killed 170, what's the percentage there? Better or worse than last time? Power-ups miss 5, see I'm missing a trick. Now I think you only get those power-ups by destroying a whole wave of aliens, and destroying a whole wave of aliens is impossible. What's this? Looks like a bonus game, what we got to do here? Oh man, what's going on? Alright, okay, so it's a bit like 3D Star Strike. We've got to get through the holes and not crash into stuff, which is very hard to see. Look at the... right, down. Yeah, this is impossible as well. This is rubbish. Nice idea, executed poorly. Oh, man. Vector graphics here that are see-through. If they weren't see-through, yeah, that's the problem. If they were solid rather than see-through, I'd have a bit of a chance. It's hard to see where the gap is. But you can see what I'm trying to do, can't you? Maybe not. I can't slow it down. We're on some sort of handheld. It's not a Game Boy Advance. It's a made-up handheld. Right, I think after this we'll just do one last stage. We get past this and we'll call it a day. A bit chaotic music here. Good on an Amiga though. Oh, please end. Please end stage. End. Good, it's ended. Insert disc 2. Right, we'll do that. Wherever it is. Walls cross 25. Minimum walls 114. Bonus 250 times 10. Yay. Well, it's 25 times 10, which is 250. Didn't need a calculator for that one. Where are we going next? A different planet? Is it going to be snow? Is it going to be rain? I don't think this game had too many levels to it. It come over 2 discs, as you sort of like, maybe aware, from me putting in disc 2. Might have to edit this loading time. It's going on a bit. Right, we're in space. I think. Yeah, we're coming out of this mothership, crashing into it. Here we go. Hopefully there's no aliens out here. Oh no, there's aliens out here. This looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at the colour shading there, the subtle shading. Stars going past in the foreground and the background, creating a bit of movement. This is beautiful. But again, stupidly hard. I think a lot of the time you'd spend time admiring the background and getting blown up by something. There's a power up there, what does that do? Right, we've got multiple shooting stuff, but the stuff going off at the side is just so puny. That's not going to do anything. I think it's even more beautiful than Project X. Project X. Boom, boom, boom. Now there's not many games that are more beautiful than this. But as I said before, it's all in the playability. Look at the stars in the background there. I would have died a million times here. That stuff isn't dying. They're not dying. Yeah. We'll call this the last stage, I think. See what end level bosses are as they all crash on the back of my ship. Kaboom! This is warfare at its deadliest. One ship, as per usual, against millions of aliens who are attacking us for no reason. But I think we're the aggressors this time, because we seem like in neutral territory. There's a nebula or something in the background. Or is it a burnt bit of toast? Or is it a student's wall? No, it's definitely space, folks. Now, spinning discs that don't blow up. Unless you crash into them, right. Definitely need a much powerful gun. Yeah, I mean, probably if you destroy all of these somehow, you get a power-up. But look at it. It's not going to happen. Massive ship in the background. A bit like that ship from The Black Hole by Disney in the 70s. If you haven't seen The Black Hole, then Google it. Or do a YouTube. It might be on YouTube. Fantastic classic sci-fi retro film. Do 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 do. There's no way ever that I'm ever going to complete this game without a cheat on it. But we knew this probably already. There's a power up. What does that do? I'm not sure that makes a great deal of difference, that thing. So we've been playing just over a quarter of an hour here, so time goes quickly. Feast your eyes on this iFest. Oh, music sort of like changing a little bit. Right, asteroid storm. A bit like Project X. Looks like there's spaceships hiding in the asteroid storm. Yeah. This looks tricky to navigate as well. Is this really on a Commodore Amiga, this background? Outstanding. This isn't an AGA chipset, folks. This isn't an Amiga 1200. Well, I get those comments saying, Nick, this is an Amiga 1200. It's a 500. I know this because I haven't got the 1200 ROM. This is a Kickstart 1.3 ROM. Sorry to get technical on you, but sometimes people say all sorts. This music is a little bit spooky. You might be able to just hear it in the background. It's not full music, it's like ambient sounds. Bit like an Alien, I suppose. Suspense music. In space, no one can hear you blow up round circle things. What speed are they going round at? Calm down, Gladys. Yeah. Right, next up. Approaching another spaceship or space station somewhere in deep space. Yeah, these things are best avoided. You're never going to blow them up unless you crash into them. And normally crashing into stuff is not a good long-term strategy for survival. That ship in the background is massive. Hopefully it's not the Deep Horizon, which has gone to hell and back. Oh, they're interesting end-level bosses. Looks like if you shoot one, it affects the other one as well. Some sort of symbiosis going on. Orange and blue, or red and blue. Orange and blue. We'll take care of this mob. Yeah, they're going to take a bit of a pounding as well. They fire missiles at you and other stuff, bits of fire. And they are big. Man. So it looks like you get two theme stages per level. First one was like a Mars sort of background. Second one is space. Then, no doubt, the level after this it'll go somewhere else. Well, we won't be completing all of it. That is for sure. We'll call this the last level, I think. These reviews are supposed to be just an idea of how the game plays, reliving memories if you own the game. What did it sound like? What did it play like? So if you like it, you might want to track it down. I don't think I'll be playing. I might play this one a few times. Out of curiosity, I'll probably play it to the end of my own free time to see what the levels at the end look like, but then probably never play it again because it's way too difficult. Kaboom! They're dead. That must be the end of the stage, must it not? That's that. 5,663 shots. I hope you counted them all to check that that is correct. No, you don't have to do that. No, that's going to take your whole day. Power-ups missed 4. Enemies killed 252. Prepare for the next level, it says. Lives left 1. And that's never going to go down because I've got a cheat on it, which is F9 5 times, then F5. We'll just have a glimpse of the next stage, and then I'll probably say goodbye to you. If it ever loads. Right. What does it look like? What does it look? It's space again. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was T-Racer, a 2D horizontal shooter. by Virtual Dreams in 1994. Looks great graphically, looks great sound-wise, but it's just too difficult and your weapons are too weedy. Stuff takes too long to destroy on screen. That's just my theory. If you've got any comments about this one, put them below, or any similar shooters that you like or have played. Thanks for watching again, and until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.